Welcome to Smartly Uneducated.
Dude, you just like overloaded the fuck out of that mic. And that's okay.
That's one of my favorite things to do, honestly, whenever we're recording anything, is just to scream into the oblivion of the 55 listeners we get a month. You chugging away on that guinea, huh? No, it's not a racial slur to Italians. It's an abbreviated term.
I don't even know what the fuck a guinea is.
Pig. Huh? What did you say?
Guinea pig.
Oh, guinea pig. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I know what that is.
So a guinea is like a generic Italian person. You know, the guy who's like, I'm flipping pizzas. That kind of guy.
Oh.
That's a guinea, an Italian guy. I was referring to the Guinness, the short-term abbreviation for a Guinness, a guinea. Anyway, welcome to Smartly Uneducated again. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ben, and I'm not the racist one.
And my man Ben decided to join me up in Arkansas for the fucking weekend and chill.
I did, and that's why we're doing a podcast up here today.
Yeah, dude. We got
and tomorrow.
We probably got two well, don't tell them tomorrow. It's 2 weeks from now, so they're going to hear it, right?
Tomorrow. I'm uploading both of them at the same goddamn time.
No shit. Yeah.
No, fuck no.
They're going to get 4 hours of us blabbering about nothing.
That's one way to make it to where, like, the video never gets.
Yeah, I know.
Because no one cares.
The algorithm's like, you put 4 hours of what? Mm-hmm. Up in 2 days.
We will go back, since we're up here for this, we will go back to the scene switching thing once we're not in person. Or tomorrow we'll have it set up for that. For the episode you see 2 weeks later.
Either way, I'm glad to have you up here in the NWA, as people refer to it as.
Exploited, deleted, with attitude.
Yeah. No.
Not directional. Not directional, man.
If you ever find yourself up in the NWA area and you see a local walking around the area, make sure you hit him with the give me a W. Give me an A.
Oh, it's the Walmart thing you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
It's so stupid.
There's a slogan they have in these Walmart morning briefings or meetings they have where they have to cheerlead the words Walmart, including the umlaut squiggly.
So you're saying if we go to Walmart, there will be cheerleaders, but there are employees.
Ooh, not what you think they are.
I know, not those types of
not what you're wanting of a cheerleader.
So, but is that something if we went to Walmart here in Arkansas, and would they cheer it?
As a native Arkansasian, if you call it Arkansas one more time, you gotta drive home right now.
That's cool, because I'm from Texas. That's cool. So, will they do that here in Arkansas?
You son of a bitch!
You're not even a native.
I know.
You are becoming one, though. You grind your own coffee.
It's fast.
Wait, what
I've always ground my own coffee.
No, not grind it. What's the thingy?
Ground your own coffee?
No. What you just did, what you showed me with the bag.
I just showed you some beans.
Your bags of your beans.
My bean bag. Just a bag of beans.
So what's no, but I'm serious. If we went into a Walmart, is there a Walmart here where they would show team spirit and do it?
Oh, 100%.
Can we do it?
I can guarantee you we can go to the headquarters of Walmart tomorrow.
I want to do it. I want to record it, and I want to put it up part of this episode.
I can promise you if we go to the headquarters, which is about 15 minutes south of here.
It's only 15 minutes away?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. We're stopping at...
the headquarters.
Is it a Walmart as well?
It is a Walmart. Shop? Yeah, you can buy some
Cool.
shit.
We're going to buy a megaphone. Then tell them to do it.
At the headquarters Walmart.
Yes.
I just bought this. I'm not returning this.
Well, we're going to buy it, then return it, because Walmart lets you return shit.
WW!
Right when it gets done, it's like, turn around the customer service. I'd like to exchange
That's all
this,
I wanted.
please.
That's all I wanted.
I do it.
I know you would.
Not the cheering part, but the yelling part.
So they do that. Give me a W, give me an A, give me an L, and then when they get to the umlaut, the little squiggly line, they go, give me a squiggly. I swear on my life, give me a squiggly.
What if we just pulled out our dicks and?
Oh, you flop your dick around, you're gonna get kicked out of every Walmart.
They seem pretty forgiving.
That's a permanent ban.
I mean, it is the headquarters. I wonder if when you're getting kicked out for doing that, you should turn around and be like, I take it my application's not going to go through now. Oh, dude.
I take it I lost the job.
I got fired from Walmart.
You worked at Walmart?
I worked at Walmart for 4 months.
Damn, that's a long time.
3 months.
3 months still. That's a long time.
I had just moved to Colorado and I needed a job, and I was applying everywhere. They responded.
There you go.
I got it. They hired me as a cart pusher because that's the only position that was open at the time. And then I only pushed carts for like a week, and then the CSM at the front, or if they still call it CSMs, customer service manager, who worked at the front, she was like, "You're really, like basically you're competent," because everyone else I worked at was retarded. So they're like, "You want to be a cashier?" And I was like, "No, I just like pushing carts."
Yeah.
Because it was easy money. I just pushed carts, and then I used to ride on the carts.
A little 6-hour shift, push carts around, you're good to go.
And that was back in the days when I partook in a plant. And so
Gainabis. To get some muscles, right? Gainabis.
And I was always flying kites, on those carts, and I would get on it like a magic carpet.
Just fucking cruising around, just like,
yeah.
I'm trying to exist in my space and gain some muscles.
Exist in my space. But yes, and then she's like, well, here, why don't you be a cashier? It's a moment she said, you get like a $2 raise. I was like,
that's cool.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. So I did, and then I did that for like a month, and then they're like, hey, like, you're like kicking ass as a cashier. You want to move up and go and work in electronics? Because like working cashier is like low, like one of the lowest points.
Yeah, that's where the as you say, the retards work. I'm just quoting you.
Yeah, well, everyone was retarded, and then, I'm not autistic. That's what you said earlier. Oh shit, that wasn't even.
That was not recording, baby. You can't prove it.
So I then worked in electronics, and then I was back there for like a month, ish, and then they're like, "Hey, you're like awesome," because I ended up helping with something like where they reorganize the shelves and you have schematics for like where every hook goes.
Oh, the SKU or whatever?
No, to like stock all the items for like in the toys and stuff, like organization.
Oh, so you had an organization brain. You can
see like I can look at a blueprint and go, okay, so these 2 prongs go here, and I make sure to skip one so everything fits. Like that simple. And they're like, oh, you want to, blah, blah.
He's a fucking genius.
I know. I helped with that, and then they're just like, oh my gosh, you did such a great job. I forgot what the position was even called. It didn't even fucking matter, but it was like a $1 pay bump, and then I was doing that all the time. So I was like, cool. Well, I really hated that job.
Well, yeah, they called the Walton brothers right away, and they're like, this guy's too smart.
Yeah, they accused me of stealing hours, and then they fired me.
That's tight, dude. That's a cool way to get fired. That's a cool way to get fired, though.
It's funny. Well,
he's working too much. Let's get rid of him.
Yeah, I was all of a sudden called and told, hey, you need to come back to the office. Like, that's in the back rooms, not at the front of the building. It's the back of the building. That's where they have like, that's where the real LP is.
That's the problem child spot.
Yeah, where they're like the head honchos watching everything on every camera that it works, which is not all cameras. It's like half of them don't work. They're all fake. And so, at least at the one I worked at, and I walked back in there, and it was like a fucking firing squad, dude. Like literally and figuratively.
They had guns?
I mean, well, I got fired.
They had scan guns.
It was a squad to
They had
fire
scan
me.
guns.
Yes. But they brought me in, and there was like, hey, we have a discrepancy. And I was like, what's that, guys? And the lady had cancer, so she had been going through cancer treatments, right? And she was a bitch. I don't give a fuck about her cancer. She was a bitch. No, I don't give a shit. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care if you have cancer. I don't care if you have some debilitating disease. That doesn't give you an excuse to treat people like shit.
I beg to differ. If I have...
I beg to differ. When I see a kid, when I have cancer, I'm punch him in the fucking face.
If I have cancer that's going to kill me and there's no treatment for it and I still got to pay my bills at home so my family can feed and eat themselves, and eat for themselves, I'm going to be a motherfucking asshole. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm dying in 6 months. Eat my ass. You're not having this fucking bread, bitch.
You're not having this bread, bitch. No, I don't know why she was so rude. Like, to me, I was always nice to her.
She might be dead now. She might have, like, leukemia, like bone cancer, and had died.
I don't think I really give a shit.
Well, yeah, neither does she, obviously.
No, she doesn't. No, she, I don't know, she was like talking down to me like I was some evil piece of shit. And I'm like, whoa, what happened, guys?
Love that.
Like, did someone kick someone's dog or something?
Love that.
Did I kick a dog? Like, I don't remember that.
I got a job up here in Northwest Arkansas, and there's a guy there who was an absolute asshole to me the very first day. Just like, what do you want? Who are you? Go away.
Yeah.
And that same day, I was like, hey, bud, I don't know who you are. Ain't no reason for this. Like,
no.
I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. It's cool. We
Cool.
We could be cordial. He was the owner of the company.
Oh,
that
went great.
He didn't give a fuck about me.
He did not give a fuck about you. But so, just to sum it up, they said I stole hours. Like I basically like had them. I put in a request for time change for hours that weren't like properly documented.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's because my manager told me to. And they're just like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I showed up at 5 for my shift at 5 a.m. And I was like, the scanner thing wasn't working for my badge, and I couldn't I couldn't clock in. So I just went and started working because I texted my manager, who was supposed to be there at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. He's like, no big deal. We'll fix your time later. I was like, cool.
Easy.
Went and worked, and then at like, I don't know, it was like 10 o'clock. I went and reminded him. I was like, hey, can you fix my hours? He's like, oh yeah, for sure. And so he changed it to 5. Like he said, yeah, go ahead. So like he did it under my name technically. And then that's what it was based off of.
Oh, he gave you an extra hour. He gave you 4 a.m. clock in time. And he got mad.
And so the lady was like, you did it. And I was like, no, my manager did it.
He
told me to.
That's some stupid shit. Walmart's
so
fucking goofy.
She called in the manager, and he was like, I never approved that. And I looked at him, I go, what? Like, bitch, you told me.
Give me a W.
And I was like, I even have text to prove it. And I even showed the text. They didn't give a fuck. Lady would not even look at my phone.
No shit.
No joke. No joke. And so I got fired. And so I said, okay, fuck you, fat bitch. I'm out. And I called her a fat bitch.
Did they ever
too.
give you the Walmart like cheer squad routine?
No. They didn't do that there in Colorado.
The bar I went to a couple days ago, everybody in there knew the Walmart cheer. So that really sets the tone for the NWA area.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is by singing loud.
What are you, drunk? What is this?
It's what was it? Elf. Will Ferrell. Bye, buddy. Bye. You've never seen Elf?
I've seen Elf one time.
Well, it's at the beginning when the little claymation characters, because he's in the North Pole, are real, and Will Ferrell's leaving. He's like human. And
my stepkid does not like Elf.
Okay, well, it looks like all the claymation from the old 80s and 90s shit.
Okay,
or the 80s, 70s stuff.
Like the old Rudolph and the Yeti guy? Okay.
Yeah, and it's there's like a little like creature up there. It's like, bye, buddy, bye. And then the narwhal, or it's the narwhal saying goodbye. He pops his head out of the water.
Oh, I remember the narwhal.
And then there's like some other like claymation character who starts crying, goes, I fucking hate that movie so goddamn much. Anyways, moving on from Walmart.
That was your experience with Wally World. Everybody in the Northwest Arkansas region has either a endearing remembrance of Walmart, or they despise it with a hatred. A lot of them refer to it as the suicide location, because you are going to want to kill yourself if you work there.
Okay. I thought you were saying because people actually off themselves in the store. I'm like, is this like the Japanese forest of Arkansas? I'm not kidding. They're offing themselves in there. I'd be like, do they hang from the rafters?
Well, yeah. I mean, so if you go off of 49 a little bit further south, you'll find the suicide Walmart. It's in small print.
It's in small print.
It says Walmart suicide.
Walmart suicide.
Dude, suicide's badass.
Dude, it's pretty badass, dude. It's pretty badass.
Anyway, don't kill yourself. If you have problems, please call somebody or talk to somebody. You can email me. I don't give a fuck. You don't have my email, though, so good luck.
Email is at the smartlyuneducatedpodcast@gmail.com. Everyone will respond.
Yeah, I'll respond, and I'll even...
It'll actually be me. Dupes on you. Don't do it.
I might read it on the podcast, so good luck.
You might get a response back that says no balls.
What's the email?
The Smartly Uneducated Podcast.
What's the email?
@gmail.com.
So what is it? Fully, can you give it to me fully, please?
Sorry, I didn't know it was hard to put one and one together. The Smartly Uneducated Podcast at gmail.com.
Again, that's the Smartly Uneducated Podcast at gmail.com.
Yes, and if Evan doesn't respond, I will, and I will respond with no balls.
That's it. That's all. That's
yeah, they're saying, like, I've been contemplating suicide. I'm going to respond back, like, don't be a pussy. Like, I'm just kidding.
No balls.
Just kidding. I'll just David Goggins that shit.
So if you get an email referring to your life-threatening concept of no balls, know that that's not me. Know that if it is me, it'll probably say, good luck. I hope you do better. And that's it. Anyway, have you heard about the Taylor Swift conspiracy with the football?
No, lay it on me because I want to dig into it.
Okay, so in days past, there have been pro athletes who are really good at their positions and really good at what they do. Who
all fucking Taylor Swift.
They wish. Who end up getting with very famous, like Madonna famous sort of people. Not necessarily Madonna herself, but
see what she looks like now, bro.
Isn't she dead? Didn't she die?
No.
I thought she died.
She's very much alive.
I know she was like bathing in milk recently.
She looks like a lizard person.
Have you seen her bathing in milk?
Was there cereal in the...
No. So Madonna...
I love how that's where my brain goes, like a giant bowl of cereal.
So in all honesty, this woman, Madonna, who got probably a couple $100,000 worth of plastic surgery on her face to make her look a little bit younger, ended up making her look like a troll doll.
It's worse than that. Shit, that's an understatement.
I started... I thought she had passed.
I don't think she has.
She's put a photo out not too long ago about herself in a tub of milk, saying that it's really good for you, just straight up a bathtub full of like dairy milk. Absolutely bizarre to me. But anyway, pro athletes for a very long time have been dating famous female musicians and superstars in general, dating back to Marilyn Monroe dating a quarterback, and Sporty Spice, or but no, it was Posh Spice, who dated David Beckham. Mm-hmm. Whenever they were at the height of their career, being the best of the best, they got pushed with a famous female star to then boost that specific sport's ratings.
Well, they need a makeup after what happened with the Kaepernick. The Colin Kaepernick.
I mean,
they lost a lot.
They lost a lot of like conservative fucking white dudes who are like, you don't tell me.
Which was a good chunk of their fan base.
Like, black men don't tell me what
Bro,
to do.
I've been to trailer park. That's where all the homeschool football stars are.
That's where all the football people are, right?
I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you.
I do support Mr. Kaepernick doing whatever the fuck he wants to do, right? He's a fucking human. If he doesn't want to do something, he doesn't want to do it. But anyway, that's besides the point. Fucking, it's shown that Taylor Swift dating this Travis Kelce guy, who is the best in his position for the best team in the NFL at this moment, who is more than likely going to win and go to the Super Bowl.
Most likely.
Is bringing a huge fan base of people. So it's been like shown that the fan base of females has risen a significant percentage just because Taylor Swift's on camera.
Oh, because she's on camera.
I was at the bar getting pizza for us tonight, and they pulled up the Kansas City Chiefs game, and immediately...
And there's T Swift.
There was no football on television.
Oh, shit.
It was just Taylor Swift.
Oh, I have no idea.
At the Kansas City game, just Taylor Swift's face. And they're like, are y'all ready for fucking Chiefs football? And it was just Taylor Swift's face. Because they know young women are going to want to watch this.
Ew.
So there's this guy, Ian Trombetta, who is the Senior Vice President of Social and Influencer Marketing for the NFL.
Whoa.
He himself stated, hold on, I have it right here. Fuck me. Hold on. I had it pulled up. He said, hopefully those, especially the young women that have now gained interest in not only Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift, but the NFL more broadly, can stay with us throughout the year and further to go. So they're hoping that they can get more of a female fan base watching the NFL through Taylor Swift being a...
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a conspiracy. It just seems like they're doing marketing.
So...
Or does it like become like a conspiracy that's like a twist?
Where does it become?
Because where does it become?
Those two are saying that they are a couple.
Oh, okay. So the conspiracy of it is that they're you just pretty much putting that up as a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
And that's the conspiracy. Okay. I thought there was gonna be something.
So I've said
more twisty.
I've said it before, right? Like the news and the media and these like popular individuals are just being a plug and a play for like the Rothschild and like these other big name super wealthy individuals like the NFL, MLB, you name it, right? Mm-hmm. This is a perfect example of Taylor Swift had just made $1 billion on a tour where people were paying thousands of dollars to sit in nosebleeds to watch this woman sing.
Wow.
And you bring her on television.
Yeah. I get what you're...
people are immediately going to watch it, right? So, I mean, it's not...
I just didn't know if there was, like, a deeper, like, some, like, really outlandish...
No, it's very fucking in your goddamn face.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. No, I believe all of it. Well, yeah, why not?
So, I mean, it's a conspiracy in the terms of people who are brainwashed and lost. And
listen, you guys can... If anyone knows anything about Taylor Swift... Like, I don't know shit about Taylor Swift, but I know enough. But that when I see a chick like Taylor Swift, especially someone who's her, she doesn't care about fucking football. In fact, she probably doesn't like anyone who does. Like, have you listened to this bitch talk? Fuck.
I have not, no.
The truth is in the pudding, bro. It's right there. Like, I like Taylor Swift herself, if you listen to her speak, like, freely speak, not like in little clips you see that someone like clipped out or something. Just full unedited video of her just talking like for an hour or 30 minutes. Bro, she didn't give a fuck about football. She didn't give a fuck about like. And she has said so many like really dumb shit about athletes. Like she doesn't like athletes. Like she said that shit years ago.
I believe it. I mean,
I'm in with you on this. I'm all on this conspiracy train.
Yeah.
It's all for money, and I'm sure they came and were like, "Hey, we can give you more money."
Yeah, like, hey, we'll give you like $100 million if you date Travis Kelce for the rest of the season, and you break up with him at the end of the year, so that he gets heartbroken and loses,
in the postseason
and loses the fucking Super Bowl. It's a heartache, and then you can write a whole album about it.
You you got great writing into it now, guys.
I mean.
Before you move on, I want to say something about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Because you got me thinking about the Swift.
Get in there.
I don't understand why people are fans of Taylor Swift. Because I've heard her music. One, it is the most basic, and when I say there's nothing wrong with basic musical writings, but hers is just dumb. The lyrics are dumb. Like, she's not a lyrical genius. It's like literally like a 16-year-old wrote it.
I think you just explained the fan base.
I know. That's why all of her fans are 16 or 30-year-old housewives.
Do you watch football?
No, I'm not retarded.
Do you watch sports?
I mean, I'll watch fighting from time to time or boxing or classic
I'll watch
boxing
hockey,
matches.
right?
Oh, yeah. I remember Mike Madonna, motherfucker. Let's throwback. I'm just kidding.
As you just mentioned, like beforehand, like the Kaepernick era sort of shot down fucking NFL watching. So people don't watch it as much anymore. They're looking for a way to bring in a next generation of viewers. So people who watch who listen to Taylor Swift will watch NFL and be like, oh, cool. These guys are fucking hot hitting each other out there.
Ooh,
and they start watching it.
Hot damn.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
So I mean that's the idea. So
no, I do. I get the idea.
Your thought of like who listens to this is 16-year-old girls.
No.
So these 16-year-old girls are gonna start watching this football and.
I get all of what you're talking about. I was saying I don't like Taylor Swift.
And that's good.
As a musical artist, I think she is shit.
Oh, you don't like Shake It Off?
No.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
I unfortunately, the musical world, which I know that you would agree with this, has become all about making. It's all to appease people who lack the mental capacity to actually understand genuine craftsmanship. And people, of course, you'll hear the argument of like, but she writes her own songs. I'm like, right.
I can guarantee you she does not.
Point improvement. Boom. No, I'm saying like her skills of writing song is a perfect example of why her music is shit.
I mean, dude, if she's writing these songs, they're not that great.
No,
but
none of them are great.
If she's not writing these songs, that's even more of a point to why you really shouldn't be listening to them. Have you heard the Beatles conspiracy?
Oh. What are we talking about?
Have you not heard the Beatles conspiracy?
That they're really in a yellow submarine somewhere else?
Yeah. They're not living in it. They're owning it. And people are living in it for them.
What?
And they're getting rent out of it.
Oh, you're fucking with me right now. I was like, oh, dude, there's a yellow submarine. I can go get in right now. No. I probably would not go, but still, it's kind of cool.
The conspiracy of the the Beatles is that they did not write all their songs. They were the first artists to have like the ghostwriters, to have all these people writing their songs for them.
I could partially believe that because the only person in that group who really had musical talent for writing and composition was Paul McCartney.
So also Paul McCartney is dead, is another conspiracy. So there's a conspiracy where he died in like 1965.
John Lennon lived on and they put makeup on him to look like McCartney.
No, they got this guy named Billy Zane, I want to say his name is. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
Oh, fun fact for all you hipsters that love the Beatles so much. Or, sorry, not the Beatles, but John Lennon. You know how he's all like, peace, man, and he did all this stuff? Did you know behind... Fucking fact, you can look it up. Behind closed doors his whole life, he was one violent, abusive piece of shit. He used to beat his girlfriends.
Yes, he did.
He was a womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, he had severe issues. Like, I'm talking about, like, this dude had, like, severe emotional issues. Like, he would just lash the fuck out. He, in fact, punched Paul McCartney in the face numerous times. I'm not a fan of John Lennon. I don't really give a shit for the Beatles. I think most of their music sucked anyways. I grew up with the Beatles, too. Now, I'm not saying I grew up when they were around, but I grew up because my parents played the Beatles all the time in the house. And all the songs that everybody loves so much of the Beatles, it's like, yeah, you guys like the like one or two random hit songs. I'm like, the only songs of the Beatles that were actually good were not their hit songs. Facts.
So all the hit songs that the Beatles produced were supposedly like CIA, well, Britain's M15, MI5, who put out these songs to make people sort of take away from the government. Because in 1966, you didn't have fucking shit to do.
You didn't have shit to do, dude.
You didn't have the internet. You didn't have all this Netflix. You didn't have all this shit to look at and occupy your time, which that's a whole nother topic, right?
When was Martin Luther King assassinated? What year or what point was that?
MLK SS is what I just Googled. It is not 2016.
Oh, whoa. Bro, that was quick.
1968.
Okay, and this is in the 50s, right? See, they had nothing to do...
What? No, 50s. Where did you get that from?
You know, earlier you said 50-something.
Negative.
Not from MLK, but
Beatles, no, 1966.
Damn it. I was about to... The reason I asked about MLK is because I was like, well, they didn't have MLK to deal with yet, so they were really bored.
Christ, brother.
Well, we all know they were the ones who probably pulled it off.
I mean,
that's another unknown thing. They never caught the person.
Well, you got to think, like all these artists.
Right?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
They never caught the person who shot MLK, right?
I think they did.
Or, I mean, it's just like how they caught the guy who killed John F. Kennedy, but we all know that was bullshit. And he was just a fall guy.
Or the guy who shot fucking Abraham Lincoln, or the guy who fucking shot John Lennon, or
dude, have you seen the rabbit hole of shit like historians have pieced together about the true person who killed MLK? They don't believe it was John Wilkes Booth. You're confusing
you're confusing people. So John Wilkes Booth is the guy who killed Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You said MLK.
Oh, sorry. I was meaning Abraham Lincoln.
James Earl Ray killed MLK.
I thought you were about to say James Earl Jones.
I know you were.
I was going to say, like, bro, Vader wasn't
That's
involved
black on
in
black
that.
violence, baby.
Like, that's not cool. What are you spreading here? Fuck.
So the guy who killed MLK was like a 40-year-old, an escaped convict who confessed to killing MLK. He got sentenced to 100 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know anything about that. If you know about like conspiracy about the MLK death, please feel free. But I don't know much about that at all.
Oh, no. I was thinking of the, with Abraham Lincoln, there's a lot of compelling evidence, like historical evidence that can actually be, it's proven, like not proven that it's, their theory is this way, but there's very heavy evidence that is leaning towards that John Wilkes Booth may have not been the one who killed Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, brother, that's that time traveling president that did it.
There was multiple of them that,
It's that time traveling president, that motherfucker.
Basaggio, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Asiago.
Basiago, that's it. He's like that weird fucking salami.
That cheese, dude. It's that cheese, dude.
He's like, Basaggio is like that nasty cheese and this fucking salami put together, dude. Like where it's like got injected squares.
Yo, salami cheese sounds nasty.
You know what does sound good is like hard cut salami, like just good old salami with some crackers.
That's this dick, boy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. You all know that you pretended it's your dick for a second before you cut it up.
Oh,
Hello.
I don't say no, yes or no to that.
I think you say yes.
But to prove my point about like the whole Taylor Swift bullshit, the NFL tweeted out not too long ago, Chiefs are 2-0 as Taylor Swifties.
Fuck.
So
It's a good thing I don't follow football.
I also don't give a fuck about it, but everybody in this area really fucking cares about football and the Chiefs.
Yeah, they do.
So everywhere you go, they're like, Chiefs game, Chiefs game, Chiefs game, Chiefs game, Chiefs game.
Dude, when I lived in Kansas, it was all about that.
And I couldn't give a fuck less about it.
Dude,
personally.
I hated it so much because like every 5 seconds when I lived in Kansas, because I lived in Kansas for like 7 years, 6 years or whatever the fuck it was. And they were just like every fucking year when football season came around, even when it wasn't fucking football season, they're like, oh, Chiefs are doing the fucking, like, when they do the tryouts, the recruiting and all that crap. And I'm like, does it matter? And they're just like, what the fuck? Like, it's the fucking Chiefs, dude. Like, yeah, I can stay on point with my team. And then you hear an uproar of a bunch of other hillbilly hicks. I'll stay.
You don't like them KC Chiefs?
KC Chiefs. We tailgate that shit, motherfucker.
Can't lose a tailgate, I'm telling you.
You say that kind of shit at a tailgate, you see what the fuck happens. That's the kind of fucking bullshit they would pull. All because it was just like, it was every day, dude. Every fucking day.
Yeah, brother.
Sometimes multiple times a day, and I'm just like, ooh.
That's how my life is right now at my job. They're like, yeah, you watching the game? I'm like, dude, no. I'm going to go home and do literally anything else besides watch football.
I thought you were about to say, no, dude, no. I'm going to go home and do laundry.
Well, pretty much, bro. I'm going to go home and kill myself before I do laundry. That's a lie.
Yeah, but say laundry's kind of imperative.
It's boring as fuck, but it's important. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Sick, dude.
It's sick, dude.
Mad tight, bro.
Yeah.
I found out that I have a tick. Like, you know, like a
An insect.
No, like a fucking like a Tourette's tick.
Oh.
I don't have Tourette's, but I have a tick.
Oh.
Something that like, man, like, you know, if I make like a slight small mistake or something like slips out of my hand or something like I can't control it all of a sudden.
Fuck!
I go,
Like that?
I go.
That's so good. Oh, that's good.
I started being called the duck. So I'm like trying to grab something and I slip.
So you make the swan noise. The swan noise that I was doing the last time.
Yeah, actually, couldn't think of it. I'm fucking parakeeting. What is it? No, I'm what's the?
Well, I thought, isn't it parakeet?
Not parakeeting. What's the small bird that is like big feathers at the back?
Mating call. Oh, what? Peacock.
I'm peacocking.
peacocking. That's good. That's good. Ooh. So was that everything you wanted to talk about?
I mean, yeah, well, about that specifically thing, yeah. I mean, I have a few topics here.
Did you want me to share what happened? I never told you what happened on the way here.
Oh, yeah. You said you have like a 3-minute experience with the meth heads.
Yeah, it was
Well, I got a meth head story for you, too.
Yeah, it was more of a... So, all right, I'll just tell you what happened. So, I was just before I got to Highway 49 on Highway 60.
Let's not get too descriptive of where we're headed unless you're about like at least 2 hours from me.
We are 2 hours. I was 2.5 hours.
Okay, I'm trying to like get a sort of grip of location.
Dude, nothing's gonna get fucking out here. This is his address. 1, 2, 3.
Big Dick Daddy
Vegetas.
Lane.
I said Vegetas.
Oh, I did not.
Almost like vaginas, which isn't a thing.
Dude, I'm happy you finally made it up here to me, man. This is a great little pad, right?
Yeah, the pillow's too comforting right now. I'm gonna put it down. I don't like being that comforted.
That's an autism pillow.
I think I just got done with my autism fix, so now I'm good. I'll probably reach over and get it in a little bit. Like
I have it behind you, the lumbar support, baby.
No, I like it. It's like this. It's cool.
Anyway, what happened to you on the highway?
All right, so
don't be too descriptive of where you were.
So I was driving down. I had to piss real bad, but I was like, or I didn't have to piss super bad yet. And this is about, like a city or two back. And I was like, well, I'm not stopping here. I finally found a decent city. It wasn't like a shithole. And I was like, hey, the gas stations look decent. I'll swing in there and just take
so you're in like Van Buren area, like fucking.
I don't even know. I don't pay attention to the cities I was driving through.
Gotcha, okay.
I was just looking at my GPS little blue line.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then using my eyes on the road to look for a place to pee. But I'm going, and I'm just like, and I wanted to buy water. That was also why I wanted the gas station, because I didn't want to stop more than once. So I'm driving, and I'm just like, I can't stop here. And the reason I couldn't stop there was because traffic was building up.
Okay.
And there was I'm talking about like bumper to bumper was building up behind me. I was lucky enough to be like just at the forefront of it, to where I wasn't getting stuck like everybody else was behind me that was piling up. As far as I could see in my mirror, it was just nothing but cars.
Christ.
And it was because they were doing construction. I think, no, it wasn't construction. It was just
Were you still in Oklahoma?
City. Yeah, I was in Oklahoma.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm driving, and I finally get away from it, and I'm like, okay, first place I see, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Every gas station I came across, or some place to pull over, was legitimately a shithole. Like, I'm talking about shithole, and I was seeing like fucking like tweakers. Like, there was this lady who had hair that looked like it hadn't been washed in probably her entire life, just like on the side of the fucking highway, like flagging at people, like sticking her thumb out, like, hitchhiker. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not gonna stop here. Syphilis is still dangerous, and just breathing the same air as that person, I'd probably get syphilis.
About to say, ass, grass, or gas, baby.
Yeah,
and you ain't got grass or gas.
So I kept going. Anyways, I had to pee so bad at this point. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was looking for a place I could check the tires. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
where I was in the strip of road I was on, there was no like exit that took me away to where I could actually and also I was passing tons of cops today. And so I was just like, well, fuck. So I just kept going, and out of nowhere. And now this is like, the terrain gets like hilly,
okay,
and then lo and behold, I see a giant red heart with a yellow embrace. I was like, loves,
baby.
I was like, fuck yeah, I love me some truck stops, because I know truck stops. I used to stop at them all the time. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm stopping at that Loves. They always have good bathrooms. Boy, was I mistaken. I came rolling up. I took that exit, and now I can't see the Loves. It's like you can see the emblem for the giant sign that's way up in the air and stuff, and between these two hill caps is where it's sticking up between. As I'm taking the exit, I'm going through, let's just call it the valley.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm coming around the corner up to the stop sign. Finally start to see part of the building. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I don't know who decided to call that a Loves, but that was not a Loves.
It's more of a Hates, huh?
It's more of a Murphy USA.
Oh, damn. Is that bad?
That's how tiny it was.
Yeah.
Like, it was, don't get me wrong, you could still walk inside. Walked in, it was like maybe 10 yards to the back.
I think I know the exact one you're talking about. I've been there.
Well, dude, I pulled in that parking lot, and it was The Walking Dead.
Yep.
There was no joke, and this is no exaggeration at all. There had to have been at least anywhere between 50 to 80, a mixture of homeless and tweakers.
So before you continue, like the second you get to these places, you feel the energy drop.
Oh,
don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, you feel everything just like, it's sort of like slow motion. Not necessarily hatred, but it's like, what am I doing right now?
Yep.
Like, why am I here? What am I doing here? You feel everything just like come to a slow.
Yeah.
Like, I know that feeling very well.
I saw it and I was like, fuck. And but I said, fuck. I was like, I don't give a shit.
I have to piss.
Like,
I
gotta piss, and I'm so fucking thirsty right now. I need water.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and pulled in there, and I pulled up to where I was parked in front of the doors, not like parked to the side where my shit's left unattended.
Good job.
So I get out, lock my truck, I go inside, and I go to the bathroom, and there's a dude sitting on the sink in his underwear.
Hell yeah, dude.
Washing himself. I'm not kidding, dude. No joke. This literally happened. This several hours ago.
It's a whole different experience, ain't it?
Yeah. This guy was sitting in his boxers but wearing boots and washing himself. He was taking water from the sink, and he was literally using a bar of soap and washing his arms. And I was like, I saw him. I stopped. Like right when I walked in, I was like, that's a fat guy in boxers. Like when I say fat, he was just old and his skin was all saggy and shit. It was really gross looking. But yeah. And he's washing himself.
Oh, Christ.
Sitting on the sink. Like, literally sitting on the sink.
Balls
counter.
out?
Like, he had boxers on, but that's it. He didn't even have a shirt on. He was wearing like steel toe boots with the laces undone. And I was like, right. So I walk right by him because I have to pee, dude. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta go.
I was about to piss myself. So I go, I was about to go up to the urinal, but I was like, and then I was like, man, I don't trust that guy sitting on the counter. And then I went to the stall. Big mistake. The stall literally had poop all over the floor.
Everywhere.
There's poop on the floor, poop on the seat. There's poop going down the side, like someone like missed the toilet and it would like down it. So I peed on the floor because I couldn't get close enough to the toilet. Because there was poop everywhere.
So
dude.
I pissed in the ground.
Dude, there was shit all over the floor.
I added to the disgust.
I couldn't even get to the toilet because I didn't want to step my boots and.
We talking like a gallon of piss? We're talking like.
I probably peed for a good like 60 seconds.
That's a lot of. That's a
dude,
a minute
compared to what?
A minute
dude,
of
I
piss.
had to go, dude. Like,
good lord.
Yeah, I had to go, dude. Like it was like a fucking fire hose with the fucking nozzle attached on there. I was like,
the jet setting on the hose.
Yeah, it was. And the thing was that it was more like the shower setting, bro. It was like there was so much pressure it couldn't keep the funnel straight. It was like, everywhere. But I just went ahead and pissed on the floor because it was a situation where, well, one, compared to what I contributed to the floor mess, I didn't pee on the floor.
I mean, you got Santa in there fucking washing himself.
Yeah, 100%. So
you got shit on the toilet, shit on the ground, shit everywhere. You're cleaning. Right here. You're cleaning.
My ammonia is doing a great job.
You're cleaning.
So I peed, walked right the fuck out, and I can't wash my hands at the sink because
his balls are in there.
He's sitting. His cleftal lobe was like 3 inches from the other sink. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not doing this here. It's okay. I had hand sanitizer in my car or in my truck, so I just used that.
Hey man, you had pizza when you got here.
I washed. I went to the bathroom first, bro. Get out of here. I used hand sanitizer. Get out of here. And besides, I'm clean, dude. Like, get out of here. So I go and I grab my water. And oh, by the way, important detail, I made sure to grab paper towels when I walked out because I used paper towels to open the door to get my water. Like, I was not touching shit in the rest of the place. Anyways, I get this. I go outside. I go and get my truck, turn it on, and I put it in reverse. And I don't usually use my reverse camera in my truck at all. Like, I'm just not used to using it. I always use my mirrors typically. That's what I'm used to. But since I have the camera, I still see it in my peripheral.
Absolutely.
Boom. Guess what's right in front of my camera?
That man.
No. You gotta be scary. Like, how the fuck you get out of here, motherfucker?
He's staring at the camera.
Like, all close, like one of those fucking bugged out of his mind. No, there was so like I said, there was a mixture of homeless people and like tweakers everywhere.
I'm still thinking about that old man. He just appears behind your truck. You didn't wash your hands. You gotta get back in there. What are you, gross?
No, it'd be even better while he's saying that, he's washing himself. Like,
with that like pink soap you get from Ecolab, like
he ripped the whole sink out and brought it out there. There's no water in it because he ripped it out, but he's like just playing in it. But no, I see in my mirror or my rear view camera, there are two obviously druggies, like drug addicts, right behind me. These aren't homeless people. There's a very distinct difference. You can see it visually. And they're sitting behind my truck. Literally sitting in the parking lot.
What the fuck were they doing there?
A foot off my bumper. Just sitting. They're everywhere, dude. Like, you literally at the fuel pumps where people are getting fuel, you had homeless people just sitting there or leaning against the fuel pumps next to random people while they're pumping fuel like a foot away from them.
That's not okay.
There was literally like 50 to 80 of these people. I couldn't give you an exact number. I know it was at least 50. There was a lot. Anyways, so I'm like, what the fuck? And I honk my horn. They didn't even move. One is sitting Indian style with their head drooped down like this. And then the other one is sitting as if they're in the fetal position, only upright, sitting on their butt with their knees tucked to their chest like this. Like as if they're cradling their knees.
That's that fentanyl shit, dude.
It's like the fentanyl shit.
That's that fentanyl.
And so I was like, it had been like 15, 20 seconds. And I was like, all right, I don't have time. I'm not putting up with this shit. So I get out of the truck and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I was word for word. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Did not respond to me whatsoever. And I was like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, dude, did you want to get run over? And they literally ignored me. But here's the funny thing. I got real livid at that point. And I said, if you don't move, I'm going to have to walk back over to my cab and I'm going to have to get my gun. And if I have to get my gun, that means I'm going to shoot you in the head. And then, they understood that just fine. Wow. Like, what the fuck? I wasn't going to shoot anybody in the head, but hey, like.
It got him away.
But they listened to that, right? Yeah. It's like, you fucking pieces of shit. They move. I reverse out. I'm waiting to leave because there's like a line of like 4 other cars waiting to turn onto this like highway thing to get to the back to where it verges into the highway I was on.
Yeah.
But I'm still stuck in the parking lot and I'm waiting to exit. And I notice that there's 3 SUVs, all fancy, that were, and I saw them when I pulled in. I meant to mention that. I saw them, but I just ignored them. It's not like they stood out. Yeah. There was, I want to say there was at least 12 girls, like women. They look like
young women or what?
No. So they're the age from like maybe 20, 21, somewhere like early 20s.
That's a young woman.
To like mid 30s. There's a few like looked like they were like around my age, and then there was like 2 older women who were like in their 50s. Pimps. No, they're obviously either on their way to like some type of medical conference or something. Well, they had 2 blown out tires.
Oh, okay. So it's a whole different story. I thought you were talking about
that's the only reason they were there.
I thought you were talking about like pimps and hoes. Like you said, saw some tweakers and saw some fucking prostitutes.
Hell yeah, brother. Law lizards, bro. So I see them and I see what's happening. And at first I wasn't going to do shit. I'll be honest. I didn't want to deal with that. Not my problem.
You're driving 6 hours.
Since I was stuck sitting there, I can't help but watch, right? And I'm seeing what's going on. And basically, one of the older ladies who's in her 50s, 40s or 50s, whatever it was, she's basically telling these younger girls who are like in their 20s, like who are all wearing like scrubs and like medical business attire, like pretty much telling them like get back in the cars, like literally like you'd tell like see the urgency and like get in the cars, because all that was around them and coming up to them was nothing but a bunch of fucking drug addicts and tweakers
and you.
Well, me. But I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I'm like not my problem. And I look forward because they had a flat tire, and then the one lady was at the back of the SUV trying to use the tool to where it lowers the tire down. she was trying to get, obviously there was something going wrong because the tire was not lowering down.
Gotcha.
And she was trying to, right? And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, God. I was like, no, not my problem. Finally, I get to go. It's my turn to finally get away from this fucking shithole. And the last thing I see of those women is the one woman, like, basically, like, dealing with, like, 3 of these, like, literally, like, these were not homeless people. These are tweakers.
Some zombies.
Yeah. And she's, like, putting her hands out, and you could just see it on her face, like, get away. Like, back away from me type thing.
Fear. And
so I was like, fuck. So I pulled a hard left, bro. Like, basically almost a full U-turn to go back over there. I pull up. I roll down my window, which my windows are all tinted, so they couldn't see who I was at first. And I rolled down my window. I was like, do y'all need help? And then she was just like, oh, no. Like, obviously you can see she's stressed and full of anxiety. She's like, oh, no, I think we got it.
Just no right away, yeah.
And right when she says, no, I think we got it, the woman who's trying to get the thing to drop the tire down literally starts yelling at this fucking druggie to get the fuck away from her because they just walk up,
yeah,
like zombies and like try to like touch you, and like she's like, get the fuck away from me. And I was like, are you sure you don't need any help? And she's like, yeah, we could use some help. So I was like, got you. So I parked my truck just right there because I was right next to him. Got out, locked my truck because I was not gonna leave that bitch running.
Hell no.
And I just told the 2. I was like, so what's going on? Turns out they had rented 3 different SUVs from some rental agency. The reason why they couldn't get the tire to go down is because the rental agency had the wrong jack kit in the vehicle, and then the other vehicle. So when I realized that, I was like, well, it's because you have the wrong kit. That bar doesn't even fit like to reach to the thing to twist.
What the fuck?
So I was just like, and they didn't know that. They thought there was something wrong, or maybe they were missing some like nook mark. No, it was the wrong.
That's what's wrong with America, right there.
Fucking
dude.
Bad business, bro. Bad business. So I told the lady, I was like, here, just go get the jack kit out of the other one because they're all the same model. Yeah. So I was like, go get it out of that one. Didn't even have one. Yeah, in the little cubby when they opened it, not even there.
What the fuck?
And the other one didn't have one either. Like literally. The first bolt, the other
you just
2
lifted
SUVs.
yourself? Just fucking.
No, I have my shit in my truck. I got a bottle jack in there, bro, and like a long ass tire iron.
Got
so
to.
I was like, I got you. So I got mine out, which mine, of course, undid it. It just has to be that U shape, right?
Yeah, it'll lift anything at that point.
Yeah. So I did it to lower that tire down. Brought the tire down, but they had 2 flats, and she was like, well, I don't know what to do about the second flat, and blah blah blah. And I was like, we're gonna get the tire off the other rental and put it on this bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if it's a donut. We're just changing your tires. Like, you guys can figure that shit out later.
You gotta get out of here.
Yeah. So I ended up doing that, and since I have the bottle jack, and now my bottle jack was not tall enough to lift up where I'm wanting to lift up because I put it in the center so I could lift up both at one time because it was.
Was it full of bitches in this van? Was it full of bitches in this van?
No. So what I mean is, so if you jack up...
No. Was the van full of people?
Women, yes.
Bitches. They didn't get out?
They kept trying to, but they were getting swarmed by the
I'm
tweakers.
sorry. I
told them all to stay in.
I would have had them get out. I would have had them get out.
I told them to stay in. I was just like, no, they're all the women were over. Basically, they were over fucking whelmed.
I would have had them get out
assaulted.
so that I can lift that van up hella fast.
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't that the jack was an issue, like my bottle jack. It was just the clearance putting it in the center wasn't going to happen even if people were in it. It didn't have an issue lifting it. The issue was the height clearance, like getting it high enough. So I ended up having to use. I used my bottle jack and their jack, which was not even for it was one of those twisty ones that makes like a V, like a
for
diamond.
A Prius,
shape. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? I just set that bitch down on top of my bottle jack, like fucking made a wedge, bro. Lifted up, put on the new tires, and while one tire was like, because I had one tire filling with air, because both the spare tires were flat.
What the fuck kind of rental company is this? Methaholics?
I don't know, but they got a bad deal, bro. So I went ahead, I had it filling up with air or whatever, and I'm doing this, and this is the best part. One, I changed both those tires. Well, I was doing it at the same time. I got all that shit done in less than like basically 12 minutes. It was like 10 to 12 minutes. Just switching a fucking tire.
That's what men do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what men do,
tire
baby.
on, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I felt so manly afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fuck yeah. Like, if Rapunzel's stuck in a tower, no problem. I'm going to knock out that brick at the bottom, bring the whole bitch down.
And I'm going to catch your ass.
And then I'm going to get your ass. Like, we ain't got time to be climbing your gay ass hair. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
Was that a weave? No, I'm
like,
catching you.
There's no way you wash all that hair properly. I ain't getting fucking lice. Like, you got the wrong Prince
It's
Charming.
going to break anyway. I'm carrying my fat ass up there.
So I changed out the tires, and I do it really pretty fucking fast. And what was it? I changed it out, and while I'm doing this is the best part, is while I'm changing these tires, I bet all of my money, all they heard every 30 seconds was me yelling at the top, because I was yelling at the top of my lungs like every 30 seconds. The tweakers kept coming up to me and trying to touch me and asking like one, because I already know how this goes when you deal with drug addicts, especially homeless drug addicts. They go, it's option one, this is how it's going to go. Hey, got any like money, or do you have like cigarettes or some shit? If you tell them no, I don't have anything or can't help you, either there's two ways they'll respond. Either one, they'll respond with a mutter to themselves and wander away, and then eventually come back because they forgot they talked to you.
Yep.
Or they get aggressive and then they talk shit and like invade your
especially if your
space.
like back is turned to them doing something.
Exactly, and that's when they'll fucking make a move.
Yep.
And so now, granted, my whole time I had taken my judge and put it on my hip when I was in my truck while changing that tire, so they couldn't see it because my flannel covers. Like, I didn't have it like tucked up over. It was like, no, it covers the whole thing.
Oh, damn, no shit.
Yeah, that flannel covers the whole thing.
Big ass.
Especially since I was crouched over and it's unbuttoned, since I have an undershirt on, it just covers the whole, like, you can't see it.
There you go, okay.
So it's like, they didn't know I was armed anyways. But, fucking, every 30 seconds, all these women heard was, back the fuck up or I'm going to beat your head in with this fucking tire iron. Like, that's literally shit I was saying to them. I was screaming it. Now, I wanted to say, back the fuck up or you're going to get shot.
I'm going to kill you.
But I kind of can't. I already said that once, and I didn't want the wrong person to hear. And the next thing I know, I get the cops called on me by
Or there's 10 homeless fucking vagrant meth heads trying to get
Exactly.
on. I mean, I laugh immediately of you yelling, "Get away from me, I'm going to beat your head in." I laugh because I can see you on your knees, jacking up a van, like already fucking mad you got to do it to begin with.
Yeah.
Mad you got to deal with the tweakers. Mad you got to deal with these people anyway. Just mad at the
whole situation.
Santa Claus washing his ball sack in the fucking sink.
My levels were high.
You were
at that point.
already fucking pissed, and then I know you whenever you yell, so I could imagine hearing you just staring at the tire iron, staring at the tire, jacking everything up, fucking screaming.
And that's what's happened. Like, that's all these women heard. All of them.
And inside they're fucking probably scared. Like, they're
no, that's the only reason I went over there. I could tell. I literally read the body language. I could see it was apparent to me. I was like, those older women are terrified. They're trying to keep the girls inside the car.
Let's be clear. It ain't no sexist shit either. It's just it's just a matter of fact of it's a scary part of town.
Yeah. It's not a good situation.
You were scared to begin with. You were worried for your own safety. I couldn't imagine for somebody else who didn't have any sort of protection.
Mainly because there's like literally anywhere between 50 to 80 fucking tweakers out there. Homeless tweakers.
I have a meth story for you.
But, let me tell you how it ended.
Okay.
It's basically done. But anyways, I finished doing the tires, and I go up, and I knock on the window of the driver door, right? Like, they saw me walking up. So, like, by the time I was knocking, they were already, like, trying to open the door and shit. And I was just like, it's done. I was like, please open your trunk, and I'll throw this in the back, and you guys just drive off. And they're just like, let me get it for you. And then right when she says that, right behind me is literally 3 tweakers. One of them starts leaning onto the side of the you know how they go. They're just leaning there.
I mean, I get it.
Like a wall.
I get it, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, like I said, unlock it and I'll put it away for you. Like, you know, and of course, they get to hear me say, "Get the fuck off the fucking truck." Even though it wasn't a truck, I did say truck.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, got their attention. And then I put it in there, and then like I walk up because I'm parked on the other side, like where the passenger side is, and I walk up and I just wave at them, and of course they roll down the window, and I was just like, "All done," you know, like go on, like, and I gave them advice. I said, one, what I would do if I was you, I was like, you know, I don't know if you're going to either you're trying to get somewhere for an event or you're leaving one. Either way, once you get into like a better city, you know, whatever, you guys are getting to where you're staying or whatever it is, you know, one, either stop at your first fucking tire shop and get these other 2 tires patched, or contact whoever the fuck you rented this shit from and have them fix it, like, or find a rental agency that, like, one of the locations.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for mansplaining how to take care of a vehicle to these women.
They obviously didn't know, because I took one look at what tire arm they were using when I pulled up. I'm like, that's not gonna work.
That's
not gonna fucking work. So I made sure to say that, and then I was just trying to be as helpful as possible. And then
I think you did the right thing. Yeah.
The lady she was like, "Well, wait here," and then she tried to give me $100. They tried to give me $100, and I said,
"You didn't take it?"
Fuck no, I didn't want their fucking money. I didn't do that shit because I wanted money. I was just doing it because, you know, it's the right fucking thing to do.
Yeah, but
like, that's it.
Yeah, but you gotta get some money out of it. That's
yeah, they obviously need the money more than I do. Right? Like, go get some lessons on how to change a fucking tire.
Go buy a gun.
Go buy a fucking gun. Like, that solves all your problems. It kind of does, but and some proper safety classes.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean. But I said no, whatever, and of course, what I actually said to her, and I said it I was smiling, and I said it jokingly, so it's not like I said it in a negative way. I said, "I don't want your fucking money." like I was like, I'm just doing the right fucking thing. I was like, guys, you just need to get out of here. See you guys later.
That's how I sounded whenever I told my old manager that I just kicked a dog in the head. Mm-hmm. I was walking
They just clicked with me.
I was walking through the truck yard and
I don't need no fucking dog.
And a rabid dog was charging at me, and I just fucking whoop, bow, punted it in the head. And I walked in. He was cooking hamburgers and bullshit for the team. And I was like, "Hey, I just kicked a dog in the head out there. You might want to call animal control. Bye. Have a good night."
And I know who you're talking about too. I know you did. Yeah, fuck that guy. He's like, "What?" That's literally them there too.
But I have a meth story for you as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have a pH filter on our water, and we were trying to get it fixed for. Wait, what was that?
Sorry, just when you said pH filter, I don't know why, but all I heard was I have a meth filter. I don't know why.
Well, I get a meth story. I have a pH filter. It's similar. Yeah.
It's very similar.
It's a 9.5 pH filter for the drinkable water for our dogs, for us, for our baking, for our cooking. Everything's gonna be 9.5 pH level drinkable water. For our plants right here that you see, that is 9.5 water plus the electroculture that I do to it. It's thriving, right?
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, where I live, there's no local hardware store other than Lowe's. Mm-hmm. And Lowe's doesn't really have much in terms of water filtration bullshit. So we went to this place, you can look it up, called Can Do Hardware. Mm-hmm. Again, that's Can Do Hardware. Can Do. CAN space DO space hardware in a place called Gravette, Arkansas. You pull up to this place, it says remodeling. Well, okay, whatever. I'll go in there. Who gives a shit? It's like an old mill for grain. I'm like, that's cool, whatever. Who gives a shit? Walk in the front door. Immediately, you open the door, there's candy. Fucking everywhere.
The candy shop?
I'm talking, you got candy corn,
do they
lollipops.
Let you lick the lollipop?
You got all sorts of shit there, my man.
Did you get that reference? Take it to the candy shop.
Yeah, it's 50 cent. No, yeah. But no. They got M&Ms, they got those big tubes that dispense shit. They got toys, plushies, giant shit everywhere. Mm-hmm. Take a left in this building, you continue left into Hogwarts. So I'm dead ass saying Hogwarts because it is a Hogwarts Harry Potter memorabilia shop that is exactly like replicated to like the Hogwarts.
Is it here?
Interior, yes.
Can we go?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
It is wildly creepy.
I want to go.
We can go. Yeah,
I want to take pictures.
Yeah, it's not far.
And buy a wand.
You can buy toys and wands and shit. Yeah. It's wildly creepy. So you walk in.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You walk in. There's candy to the left. There's Harry Potter shit, and then in the front counter where you buy your Harry Potter and your candy. Remember, I'm there for hardware shit. The place is called Can Do Hardware. The front counter. There's a guy who hasn't showered in 2 months.
Oh.
You can see the flies.
So he's really like that Diagon Alley, huh?
Yeah, just like Diagon, but
he's in full character because they don't know how to take baths.
He's got like paint stuck on him. His pits on his white shirt are like
his
piss yellow,
bro.
like piss yellow.
Ew.
I was like, hey man, I'm looking for a conjoiner for a sink. He goes, yeah, I know what it's at. I was like, oh fuck.
Was he imitating Harry Potter? Harry Potter.
Oh fuck.
You know Harry Potter Puppet Pals?
I'll be honest, I've only seen one Harry Potter movie.
I'm talking about the Harry Potter Puppet Pals.
I don't know what that is.
I'm about to make your life really happy.
You know, I'm telling you a meth head fucked up story.
I know, but how you just did it was how Harry Potter does his thing. Is Harry Potter Pals, Puppet Pals, Harry Potter Puppet Pals. Say that 10 times.
Do you hear yourself?
That's literally how the song goes. Anyways, continue.
So he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. It's right over there. So we walk past the register into a horror area where they have like Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, like horror memorabilia.
Oh, that's dope.
With like plushies
with Harry Potter.
So this is a different section.
But it's in the same store.
In the same store.
Fuck yeah.
So you have like giant spiders, giant people in mummy bags with the heads. And then to the left, you have hardware supplies. You can get saws, PVC pipes, just any sort of shit.
Is this a murder store?
I swear to Christ it is.
I want to go.
So you can get like any sort of PVC pipe, any sort of like hardware you can think of. Hoses, paint, you name it, you can get it. And then past the hardware supply area, you have Wild West.
Whoa.
So this place is fucking bizarre, my friend. And I had my dog with me at the time, and this little meth head was like, I got your thing here.
I want to talk to him.
And my dog was flipping shit.
It's because he's probably matching the same energy. He's like, fuck yeah.
Dude, she was all calm and shit. He was fucking tight. And she was my little puppy, husky, fucking Nova. I love you very much, Nova.
Like she watches, yeah. And she's a mini.
Yeah, she's mini.
She's part mini, so she's
turns out
Vinny miniature.
Turns out she's a mini husky. It's fucking wild. Anyway,
yeah,
she freaks out, is screaming at this guy because he is fucked up. Out of his mind.
And she's like, something's wrong with this guy, like, boss.
What the fuck is going on? And she like jumps, like tries to push him away. And he's like, oh my God, your dog just hit me in the balls.
He sexually assaulted me.
His reaction was, your dog just hit me in the balls.
So he went from being all jittery to that?
And I was like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, if I get hit in the balls, I'm not like calm about it.
Where's the, ow, my ball?
Yeah, dude. So he goes and gets his manager. His manager walks out. He's just clean cut, like in a $2,000 suit at a hardware store, granted.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of fucking nowhere. And a nice, like...
He's wearing like some fancy ass suit.
Really nice suit. And he's like, y'all have to leave now. Your dog is causing a ruckus. And I was like, where the fuck am I?
Like,
it was the most bizarre. I have never experienced something so bizarre in my life.
We are so going. We're not buying anything, but I'm so.
You can buy your little Harry Potter gay wand.
I don't really want to buy anything. That was a joke. I just want to go in there just to see it.
It's not far. We can go there quite quickly.
I think they're open.
No, no, they're closed.
What if they're a place that opens up late for the Diagon Alley shit?
They close at 6 p.m., so they're closed.
They say they close at 6. But are they really closed?
No,
like,
they're definitely
we get there,
there.
the door's locked, but is it really locked until it's not locked?
Just go knock on the back door and be like, I got the meth.
I got those spells you wanted.
So I know that Arkansas is like known for its like missing teeth boony bullshit.
Yeah,
I had no idea it was that fucking rough, bro.
It's pretty rough.
It's crazy shit.
It's pretty rough because, well, I mean, I'm new to this area. I've never been to where you live.
Yeah.
But I've been to other places that are farther into the mountains, like in the heart of them, like the big ones. And I can tell you right now, when I was the last time I was in there, I don't even remember how old I was when I went, but I can tell you, I've been to Arkansas a few different times to do like cool mountain shit, and it's like you can go through one podunk town, and then also it's just like it's not even just an atmosphere change. It's more than just a world change. It's like
it's an entire new universe, bro.
Yeah, it's like I just walked through some type of dimension door, and it's like, what the fuck is this? What did they do to us?
What did they do to us?
What did they do to us? Like,
thank you, Tim Robinson. Shout out.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But no, it didn't make any sense. Like, and there was like there was this. I remember this lady. This time I know I was like roughly 16 or 17, and there was this lady sitting out front of this like little bitty like general store. Like, it basically was a general store. I don't remember what kind of exact store
you could buy
it was.
shit there.
You could buy a range of different shit. They kind of had like one of everything, right? And she was just sitting out front in a rocking chair. It's like, where the fuck did this rocking chair come from? One,
why are you here doing this?
And she's just sitting there rocking, and she was like holding, I don't even remember what she was holding. She was holding some type of blanket or something, if I remember right. And she had no teeth whatsoever. And she wasn't even that old. Come to find out, she was like maybe 40.
Oh wow!
No teeth, dude. She obviously had done meth a very long time, and it was apparent. And she looked like a 90-year-old woman who was like,
holy shit,
who was like maybe 40 in reality, in her 40s. And when like I got out to walk with other, everyone else, there were like, that lady was literally like pretty much offering blowjobs to anyone. And dude, our leader adventure trip, like to go like whitewater, like not whitewater, but kayaking and all this shit.
Y'all want a blowjob before you go to the river?
It was like,
y'all want a blowjob before y'all go to the river?
Cam, I've got some blowjobs for you. Have some whiskey, honey. Makes you feel better.
$5 blowjobs,
dude. And I just remember the fucking adults that were like for leading our trip and stuff. Dude, immediate about face like, back to the truck. Like,
they're like, back to the truck. I gotta get her number.
Like, get back to the truck, kids. What about them blowjobs?
$5? I'll give you 20.
Who said anything about money? Like, it's free. Like,
oh Christ!
Jesus, craving that white liquid, bro. Sticky.
Hell yeah, dude.
It does get sticky. Like,
talk about being jizzed up.
He was jizzed.
Have you heard about the dwarf commune in Wisconsin?
No. But I want to know more about it because you brought it up, and now I want to look it up since I have no internet on my laptop.
You can hop on the Wi-Fi.
I know, but we're not gonna say the password over the thingy.
We can mute it.
That's not gonna work.
So there's an urban legend in Wisconsin.
And where is it located? In Wisconsin.
It's called Hunchville. So it's HAUNCHYVILLE, Wisconsin. If you type that into your like Google or Maps for Apple, it doesn't exist.
It came up on Google.
Bullshit.
It says Hunchville is a mythical village of dwarves in Waukesha County. Waukesha County, Wisconsin. It is rumored to be located. Oh, okay, it's rumored. So like, it's just saying there's a myth of a dwarf village.
So it's an urban legend. Yeah, it's an urban legend. Go? Yeah.
I got 48 hours, bro. We could do that drive.
I ain't going to fucking Wisconsin right now.
But the midgets,
little people.
What the fuck you want to call them?
Dwarves.
I want to see because this looks magical. I'll put this.
DSS.
Look at that little door.
I know. Look at that door.
Dude, it's like Hobbiton, but like the Hobbiton where you're going to get.
So, according to the story, there were once some people of shorter stature who were employed by the circuses around there.
Oh.
They were horribly exploited by their mean boss. And one day they got tired of it.
No.
They killed him.
They killed him.
And hung him in the woods, cutting off his arms and legs. Mutilating him was set the tone for their future that they had to offer.
Huh.
So apparently they like steal people who come near you, near that area, and they'll cut their legs off, and they'll make you live in their village with no legs as a short person.
You know, dude, I got the judge. I've been wanting.
I got that 6 hour, baby. That P35.
Bro, just give me your other pistol. I'll dual wield. You got the rifle. We'll be good. You know what? Fuck it. Dude, fuck it. Let's just, dude, this is America.
What kind of B movie are we about to make?
It's fucking America, dude.
The Slaughter of Tiny Town.
Dude, this is fucking America. We're gonna stop at like at least a dozen gun stores on the way and get a fuckload of guns. We're going, dude. I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna go like straight up. Like I'm gonna get one for sport. I'm gonna get one for tactical advantage, and then I'm gonna get
tactical advantage.
Yeah, get an M4 type platform.
Good
Lord. Short barrel.
Like mine, huh?
Yeah, short barrel, right? The one for hunting, I'll get like a bolt action, right? Like this one's about a quarter mile out. Like I got this one right here. Look, he's jumping. I got that perfect arc, bro. Like boom, dead. Like
so they have a story of a boy who grew up there, and he got tall
with the legs of
and
the
he
other
got
people
a
they cut
normal
off.
height, and that he became the protector.
Don't get the fuck out of here. We show up, it's like someone who's like 5'6".
You are one of them.
What if he's like 5'6"? Short fuck.
Barely shorter than me.
He's a few inches shorter than you, bro.
Barely shorter than me.
Man, it's a few inches. I'm like, you short fuck. Get the fuck out of here. You some tall ass protector. And then he's got a huge boner though. That's like fucking like makes Ron Jeremy's looks like a fucking midget penis. I'd be like, oh fuck, we're about to get fucked.
You know what they say? It's all comparison based, right? So if you're a midget, you got a big dong.
No, he's got like a long sword.
Hear me out. If you're a midget, you got a big dong, and you have sex to a regular sized child, that child or like human's gonna grow up to have a big old dong that's proportional to the father sized dong. You following my dong theory?
But what about recessive genetics?
Recessive genetics?
Yeah, what if... Well, think about it. So how genetics work.
So, okay. Are you saying that the midget or the little person has sex with a big dong, who gives birth to another little person with an even bigger dong?
No. I'm saying little person's got a huge wang.
Yeah.
Right? We're talking about ridiculously huge. Something that's not even functional.
Yeah, baby arm.
Yeah, holding an apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like my arm holding an apple.
Oh,
I'm talking about that kind of dong.
That's disproportionate.
That's like a baby elephant trunk.
That's disproportionate. I get it.
Yeah,
okay.
But let's say down the family lineage, not like so. It's like you have a mom and a male and female, 2 different bloodlines, blah 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 blah, to create to where this guy is now. But what if his into that person to create another child, right? Into a normal sized person. Now that person got some of the recessive genetics from his side that was way back when they had a little penis. And then now you got a full grown. Is that where micro penis comes from?
And he's albino.
Dude, is that where high micro penis comes from? Dude, I think we just solved how micro penis becomes a thing. They've been fucking little people. And there's recessive genetics. Takes hold and says, no big dick on my watch, motherfucker.
Holy shit.
Like, sassy too. It walks in like this and this snaps.
If that's how we figured out where little dicks come from, baby dicks or micro dicks, or
I'm never walking even near a little person.
I'm keeping myself and my son away from any midget woman. Hey, Dad, I brought home this beautiful woman. Ha! Get the fuck out of here!
Like, what kind of freak? What the fuck? Dude, If any of my boys were to grow up and bring home a woman, I don't give a shit if she's little, but if the first noise out of her mouth is, I'd be like, demon, punch in the face. Like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, I know a possessed person when I see one.
Did you hear her voice? Dad, she gets nervous.
Nervous around God. Like, fuck.
But yeah, you're right. If she sounds like that, we got a problem.
We have a huge problem.
I don't care if she's a little person or whatever, but if she sounds like that, we got a problem.
Now, if my boys brought home a woman that sounded like Janice from Friends, I'd keep her around because that's some funny ass shit.
It is for a little while.
It's annoying. I mean, she doesn't live with me. I just have to fucking annoy my kids about it.
Does you got to bring her around every now and again to make her laugh, just to annoy your son?
And knowing me, I tend to make Yanks laugh pretty good.
You have yet to make my Yank laugh.
I've made Tina laugh. I made her laugh on the phone the other day.
Out of
when I called you.
Of her own
bullshit.
heart.
We were talking about Pluto.
And she was like, ha ha ha, Ben. That's very
That's
funny.
not what she did. She went,
She went,
that's like Wicked Witch of the West. Tina, we know the secret now.
That's why she makes such good lasagna.
Evan did it. It was all Evan. Yeah. So are you Dorothy in this equation?
No, I'm the dog.
It's funny. My wife's nickname for me is Toto.
Toto?
Yeah.
Blessed rains down in Africa.
No, I wish. That's also one of our favorite songs. Basically, when me and my wife, our friend, because we grew up together, and when we ran into each other, which sparked us getting together now, right? She was like, "Oh my gosh, where have you been all these years? I know you moved away, but I didn't know where I've been." I was like, "Oh, I lived in Colorado, but then I lived in Kansas for like." I don't know if the mic picked up, but Evan just
don't you put that on me, babe. Don't you say that I just did that.
You just popped like a balloon that was muffled underneath a cushion.
But if you say that I farted on the mic, that's disgusting.
That's not what I said. You just said that, motherfucker.
I
said you popped a balloon.
Farted on mic. How dare you? That's disgusting.
Dude, if I was gonna fart on mic, I'd stand up and put my ass to this thing.
That's horrific.
I have a pop filter to protect it.
You gotta be more polite to the listeners.
You have to be more polite to listen. I'll take the pop filter off. Then you really hear that fucking bitch rip. Like, fuck yeah. No, what was I even saying?
About Tina laughing.
No, there was the Toto thing. So I told her, I was like, oh yeah, I lived in Kansas for like 6 years, 7 years, whatever it was. And then she was like, oh, Toto. She just randomly said it as a joke because Wizard of Oz. And then she called me Toto there for a while. She still does every once in a while.
What is your nickname for her? That's too long.
The reason why I called her Little Gypsy is because if you ever watch Peaky Blinders,
of course.
Okay, so in Peaky Blinders, the family that it revolves around, they're gypsies.
Yeah.
Right? On like their mom's side. Well, what's the name of Thomas Shelby, the main character who that one actor
who
plays.
showed his dick in Oppenheimer?
Did he show his dick in Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa. God, I gotta see it now.
I'm pretty sure it's full frontal.
Is that the blow? Is that the bomb? Like,
it's the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh shit! Penis.
Surprise.
Dude, a surprise penis is never good penis.
Never
a good penis, dude. Unless you're the one showing the penis.
It's still not good for anybody else.
I was talking about from the perspective of the other guy. I would never do it, but
if you surprise a group of people with, hold on. You don't know who's there. Guys. It's bad for you in a lot of circumstances, my friend.
It's fair. That's fair. No, what was it? Shit. Oh, so the sister in the show.
Why do you call her Gypsy?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. The actress, the girl who plays Thomas Shelby's
Good Lord,
sister.
please tell me why you call her.
Well, that's what I'm getting
Gypsy.
at. The girl who plays Thomas Shelby's sister, the actress, Pam, that's like her doppelganger.
God damn it. Why do you call her Little Gypsy?
Because they're gypsies in the show, and whenever I ran into Pam, last time I had hung out with my wife, before she was my wife.
And this is the longest reason.
Well, you're not listening.
Just tell me why.
Because she looks like that actress, which made me think of the And I was like, oh my gosh, you look just like that actress. Like now that you're not 18 and you're like, like you look like a grown woman. You know what I mean? Like her.
So you call her Little Gypsy because she looks like an actress.
She looks like the actress from Peaky Blinders, which they're gypsies in the show.
This is a 5-minute segment as you describe me.
You interrupted me, motherfucker. And then you're like, get to the point. I'm like, bitch, you interrupted.
I still don't get why you call her Little Gypsy.
That's it. It has no founding in shit besides that. It works.
It's not my fault that it took so long. I'll tell you that right now.
And they like to fuck.
Tight, dude. That's tight.
Tight, dude. My wife's gonna fucking the one episode she decides to watch, and all the episodes. She's like, "You tell me I like to fuck." I mean, it was a joke, but there's always truth behind jokes. Like, come on, at least like sometimes.
That's like when Dave Chappelle stand up. He's like, he was talking about. Oh God, how do I say it? He was like, all right, we're gonna talk about trans people now, and the entire really upset about it, only because that's all he ever fucking talks about now.
Yeah,
I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know.
Something about.
I'm Team Dave Chappelle though.
Something about elongated stories. Dave Chappelle's stand-up comedy is just him ranting and being upset still.
Well, it's weird. He's just an excellent storyteller. That's what makes him so good.
He ain't even that good of a storyteller anymore.
I haven't watched him recently in the past couple of years.
He just goes up there and bitches and complains now.
I think the last stand-up I watched from him was on Netflix, but it was actually him doing like a bit. You know what I mean? It wasn't a... No wrong. I've been seeing videos coming around over the past 2 years or something of him really just kind of preaching.
That's all he does. Just bitches and complains and just talks to people about nothing important.
Really? That's what he's doing now?
Yeah.
I mean, he got the label as the GOAT that everyone's giving to him, and then on top of that, he has a fuckload of money. I mean,
he can do whatever he wants, right? I mean, even if he gets so quote unquote canceled.
Dude, if I was rich and I could do whatever I wanted and I didn't have to worry about the world, I would so bitch in front of. I'm
telling you, man, if I had $50 million, I would do whatever the fuck I wanted to, and just
dude, I'd even see if the surprise penis never good penis is really true.
Oh, there you go. You can test it out like Louis C.K. did. It failed for him.
I mean, in his defense,
he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna jerk off right now. You can either leave or stay." So he started jerking off, and they stayed, and they got grossed out and upset about it.
They didn't actually see it though.
Yeah, he was jerking off in front of them.
I thought they couldn't see it. I thought it was the camera did not actually show it.
There was no camera. He did it in the green room. Is what I heard. Is what I read. He had some girls in the room with him. And he was like, "Hey, y'all can either leave or not. I'm gonna start masturbating right now."
Dude, I thought it was on a Zoom call.
No, it was it's in the backstage of one of his shows.
No, I want to look it up because. Oh
yeah. So from what I read a few years ago, I think it was 10 years ago now. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start jerking off, masturbating right now." And these girls just stayed in there and got disgusted by it, and then complained that he jerked off in front of them.
Oh.
Is there a video? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to find. Wait, what? There it is. It says. What the fuck? I just got a small little excerpt and it didn't make any goddamn sense. But I want to know, what the fuck they were alluding to with that shit just now. It says, as soon as they sat down in his room, still wrapped in their winter hats. Wow, are they describing a Christmas movie narrative or some shit? Lay down for a warm nap after a Tucker day in the cold.
Yeah, so as soon as they sat down in his room, still wrapped in their winter jackets and hats, Louis C.K. asked if he could take out his penis.
The women said they thought it was a joke and laughed it off. Well, that's right there. You
fucked up. He said, "I'm taking my dick out,"
and then he really did it. He proceeded to take all of his clothes off and get completely naked. Dude, that's some alpha shit right there. All right, bitch. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm gonna get naked and start jerking off. You're funny, dude. You're funny. Why are you getting naked?
It says, what was it? In 2000, Abby Schachner called Louis C.K. to invite him to one of her shows. And during the phone conversation, she said she could hear him masturbating as they spoke.
How do you know what that sounds like?
Unless she has experience with that. Boom. Pow.
Yeah.
And she's a slut.
Dude, tight, bro. That's hard.
Tight, bro. It's another comedian, Rebecca Corey, said that while she was appearing with Louis C.K. on a television pilot in 2005, he asked if he could masturbate in front of her. She declined.
See, now that's how you...
It says she declined.
That's how you handle the situation. It's like, hey, I'm going to get naked in front of you. You have a problem with that? Yeah, I do. Don't do that.
Oh, now I understand why he thought he could do it. It just showed a picture of them. The two women it just referenced.
I know. I wasn't going to say nothing.
I did, because I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I'm looking at the same article.
Someone... Oh, let's just say when they were made, God was pissed.
Rough.
You ever seen those russet potatoes with oddly, like, just the weird shaped ones? That's their face. Like, I mean, I'm talking about potatoes, dude. Come on, grow up.
I think the line gets crossed and you take all your clothes off and start masturbating, Miss Wolof said.
Wait, what?
It's further down in that article. I don't know how we got Louis C.K. and masturbating to...
I don't know.
But
you brought it up.
I guess if someone's like, hey, dude, I'm going to get naked and start jerking off. You want to stay in the room with me? And you say, ha, 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 you're lying? And he starts doing it, and you're like, I don't like this. I'm going to call the police on you.
Yeah.
You fucked up. Like, he said he's going to do it.
Yeah.
You need to leave that situation, right? Like,
yeah, but
hey, I'm gonna go rob a bank. You wanna come hang out?
Nope, I'm out.
No, I'm fucking good, dude. Like, I'm super good on that.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you actually came to me about, hey, I'm gonna go rob a bank, you want to hang out? I'm like, are we gonna eat pizza first?
Yeah, we getting beers and food. What we doing?
Food first? Like I'll hang out with you up until you go in the bank. Like,
I don't know, man, but if I'm like, hey, Ben, you want to get some beers and pizza, and afterward I'm going to jerk off in the car with us, you'll be like, actually, I think I'll meet you there in my own car.
Question. Is there, like, privacy curtains? Like
No.
in an RV?
I'm going to get naked.
Oof. Do I at least get to wear the blind people sunglasses, like the really dark
See,
ones?
this is how stipulation happens, right? This is how,
This is why you can't use me in juries, all right? Like, that's why I always get disqualified from being on jury duty when I show up. Like, does anyone have a problem with the verdict? I do. Why? It has to be unanimous. Like, this is point blank. He just said he shot her. It's like, but did he really?
Yeah, but but was he joking?
Did you not see that glint in his eye? Like, he kind of cocked up.
Did he
like,
think there were blanks?
Like, really?
We have video footage of him saying, I'm going to kill this woman with this bullet I'm loading right now in the gun.
It's like, well, as you can see, that's bullshit.
She should have left.
No one does it that blatantly.
She should have left.
She should. They should have left the store. Like, he's literally loading the gun, saying, I'm going to shoot you once I have it loaded. They kind of brought it on themselves.
They had 45 seconds.
It's so fucked.
I don't know.
That's real mature.
I do. I don't really side with Lucy K or the women or that thing at all. My biggest thing is, if you don't like something,
Leave.
go away.
Yeah.
If you're being bullied on the internet, get off the internet.
That brings me to something else. You just triggered something in me. When you how you said, if you don't like something, just leave.
Yeah.
So I've had this conversation numerous times. I'm gonna take hold real quick because I want to say it.
I'm gonna give me a beer when I do this thing.
I would love another beer. You want to take a quick pause?
Just keep talking. I'm like 5 feet from you.
All right, I got you. So what I find to be annoying and stupid is the fact that, for instance, married people in relationships, not even just married people in relationships, whenever you, like, for instance, you can have guys who go out on guys' night or girls who go out on girls' night, right? And then you find out that these people, like, because I have friends who have had these situations, and hell, I've been in it myself. I mean, granted, the person hid it from me because obviously they're up to no good, whatever. But I've met it, with other friends of mine, and I've seen it firsthand where either a married woman will go out, or a significant other who's a woman, or a significant other who's a man, or the husband or boyfriend will go out, and then all of a sudden the other person in the relationship finds out that when they went out, that their group of friends they're with, who are a mixture of mostly single people, right, are in a situation where the whole dynamic is getting with either these girls or these guys, and it's like this whole mingling because they're single, right? And so now you're part of that group with the rest of the opposites, right? Like, so if it's like, let's say it's the spouse that goes out, the wife or the girlfriend. Well, now they're with a group of girls, now mingling with a group of single guys, and now they're all engaged into it, right? And then vice versa. The guys would be in the same place, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like when the significant other finds out, it's like what the hell type thing. It's like, well, I wasn't, trying to do anything. It was them and blah, blah. My thing is that why do you put yourself in these situations? You shouldn't be putting yourself in a situation that would cause the potential, or even potentially open the door that would lead to potentially a cheating situation or a situation that would put you in an inappropriate place you shouldn't be in, whether or not you're cheating or doing whatever, but being in the actual situation that could open that door. So what someone in these positions should not be in. Well, it's like a thing that people do. Like people don't treat relationships. They don't put that boundary in there, and then all of a sudden shit goes sour, shit goes bad, backlash happens, all this stuff, and it's like I always hear the same bullshit. Whether or not they're telling the truth or not. Half the time they're lying.
Most of the time they're lying.
Yeah, most of the time they're lying. But the thing is that even the ones that aren't lying, it's like if your friends put you in that situation, and your friends know that you're married or know that you're taken and in a committed relationship, and they're wanting you to go out for girls' night or guys' night and go and partake that are obviously going to allude to other things.
So I think girls' night, guy night is an okay thing. I think that's fine, in my opinion. I think that's okay. I'm
not against a girls' night or guys' night.
I think it's like or just a person's night, a hanging out night. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, against that narrative.
You go out and do something with your friends. You should be able to go do that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But you need to keep your relationship sacred, and you got to be committed. If somebody is not faithful, that is a whole nother fucking discussion. Because I know that I can go out with my boys who are single, and they can go hit on a girl, and they'll have other girls in that group, but I am not even thinking of these women in that fashion,
Fair. Like I said, it's to each their own. What I'm talking about is like, for instance, the typical girls' night is go out, go dancing, go clubbing.
Hell yeah, let's have fun.
Yeah, that's a bad, in my opinion, that's a bad decision for a guy or a girl to be doing that.
Why?
And that's because, one, the narrative of a club is not to be going and dancing. The narrative of the club, underneath of it all, is for sexual conquest, attraction, and appeal. Those three things. That's all that exists there on a psychological level underneath. So, like, when you go there, if they were to go, that is the route.
So where's the okay place for a...
Listen, if you want to go out and go clubbing and go dancing, well, that's why you have a partner. Go with them. Like, if you're wanting to go to one of those types of places.
Do you go dance, Ben?
Yeah, I go dance with my wife.
Yeah.
If she wants to go dancing, I go dancing with her. Oh, yeah. 100%. But if I were to get hit up by, like, guy friends and they would say, hey man, we're gonna go hit up this club, come with,
okay
and we're gonna have a guys night, I'm gonna go, pass. One, why would you even ask me? You should know me better. I find that to be inappropriate for me to go and do without my partner. That would be inappropriate because I know for a fact when I'm going there, the other people there, they're looking for three things, which are the ones I just listed: some type of sexual conquest, sexual appeal, or validation.
Man, you got bad friends.
Like all that stuff. Well, I know my friends don't do that. They don't put me in that because they know that I won't do it.
I mean, I know for a fact if my buddies, you included, call me and they're like, "Hey man, y'all, we're going out tonight. We're gonna have some drinks. You would come hang out and do some stuff with us." None of us are looking for sexual conquest. you gotta surround yourself with like-minded individuals.
Oh,
right?
I know, I get that. But I'm saying my point is what I'm trying to make by all this.
Yeah, I'm very confused what you're trying to get at.
Is that people don't set up that boundary where they are friends, where they make it clear they're friends, or that either A, they have bad choice in friends, or B, they just have no backbone, like they don't have.
Where's this coming from? What did I bring up?
Oh, it's just something I've seen. It just sorry, what you said earlier about like, hey, if you see it's a bad situation or whatever,
you should just fucking leave.
You should just leave. Like, don't be a part of it. Well, I've seen those situations where it's supposed to be like a good time out. And then,
Ben.
Oh, dude, goddamn.
Ben.
Oh, fuck you.
Ben, you gotta
Dude,
stop.
if it was me, we'd be dead.
You gotta stop.
Dude, I felt that vibration all the way over here.
What are you talking about? You should have felt it immediately right there. That came from you.
No, dude, it like...
And you make a reverb?
It was like someone drove by.
It was like a reverb, right?
It was like someone was outside this window and then they revved a go-kart idling on the porch or
and
something.
it went from you to me to you. Yeah, it's a reverb. It's a wave.
But yeah, so it's just like, no, and I get what you're saying. But my point I'm making is that people don't make that line in the sand. Because a lot of people don't treat their relationships as a sacred thing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with going out and having a girls' night. There's nothing wrong with going out and having a guys' night and hanging out with your friends and having like that one, those moments like that. The problem becomes where you're choosing for your girls' night or your guys' night is to go, and your idea of having a girls' night to let loose and have fun is to go to a place where the theme of the place is the opposite of every moral placement that has to do with with your relationship. No.
That's so
has
fucking
a lot to do with the people
dude.
you're
That's so
friends.
fucking confusing.
That has to do with a lot of people who you keep close to.
That's
right?
so confusing, Ben.
Like, for instance, I would never, I know for a fact you wouldn't call me up and go, hey, man, I'm going to go clubbing with me and my friends at, Purgatory in Dallas or some shit.
No, that's not fucking horrible.
I know, but I'm saying, let's say you were in the club and you wouldn't call me because you knew I would be like, well, no, I'm not going to go do that.
That's not true.
I got a wife.
That's not true.
What are you talking
If
about?
if I'm rolling with a pack of like 20 boys deep,
20 boys.
I'm calling you, dog. You're rolling with the crew.
Oh, I would not be there.
You're rolling with the clique. All we're gonna do is fuck shit up and get hammered together as boys. We ain't looking for women. We're going to ruin the night.
We're going to ruin places.
Yes.
Okay, that's different. That's anarchy on a drunk level.
Yes, dude.
That's cool.
Hey,
Fuck the establishment.
Yo, dude, we're going to the club tonight to do what? To get fucking hammered and ruin everybody else's night.
That's fair.
I
probably would still say no.
I suppose, Ben.
Bro, you and that pizza. That's
I know that you have a problem with dairy.
You and your soy milk. Wait, is it soy milk or almond milk?
Oat, dog.
Oat milk. I'm sorry. Oats have tits.
Dude, it's for horses. You ever seen a horse before?
What?
You ever seen a horse?
Yeah.
You seen how big the motherfuckers get?
Wait, you were talking about oats.
Yeah, dog. Horses eat oats.
Oh my fucking God. I thought you were trying to go to something. I was like, did you jizz a horse off or something?
No, wait, dude. Horses are fucking yoked, bro. You ever?
Dude, I was like, do you get in there with that big ass sleeve and jerk him off?
Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine a fleshlight for a horse?
Oh, dude. I've seen pictures.
Yikes.
Dude, I'd be terrified if that thing came at me in the night.
I mean, I don't. All I know is that if I'm going out to the bars with my boys, and we decide to go to a club, which, first and foremost, I don't know if y'all have been listening to this podcast long enough.
Dude,
we don't do that shit.
Yeah, we don't.
That is obviously not my cup of tea. If anything, we're going to go to a nice lounge bar and smoke cigars and have a nice cocktail.
Because you're poor. You're broke.
If I go to a club, that's because you are poor. You think it's a good time.
What Evan does for fun is Andrew Tate impersonations.
Oh, you're poor, right? Oh, yeah.
You're broke.
Brokey.
Oh my God. That's why your wife cheats on you.
I made money in crypto. You made money in nothing. You're a 9-to-5 wagey.
Oh my fucking God. I'm the 1%er. I'm the real top G.
But if I'm getting my boys, my buddies, my guys, my pals, my friends, we're probably going to go to a concert. It might be dance music. We're going to dance together. The boys going to make a circle. Like
Bro, you ever seen a hot dog go in a bun?
We're going to do a dance circle.
That's
like crowd everybody out, one person at a time. They get a wedding. We're going to do that in the middle of the dance floor.
Can you do that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Now envision a dude in front of Evan right now, butt to his crotch.
Why?
Because that's what you're just saying. You're going to go dance it out with your boys. That's what I was saying. They ever seen a hot dog go in a hot dog bun?
Yeah, but I have seen that. It's
the bun.
Quite sensual. But I'm speaking solely about hanging out with the boys. And we out here making a dance circle. One person at a time goes in there. Everybody's like, hey.
We're train wrecking this shit, bitch. Everyone else.
What is happening to you right now?
Fuck yeah, dude. No, what I'm talking about is not that.
It's gay sex.
Yeah. What I was referring to when I brought this up is where you have someone who's in some form of committed relationship and they don't have the line that they don't have the backbone and the line in the sand, or they are just weak people who choose not to, or they're not weak and they're actually that deviant person.
They're low moral weak people. That
it's very commonplace.
There's no way around that. There are going to be people like that, and they're going to find people who are similar and like-minded, who are weak moral and weak-willed and poor and sad individuals.
I think that's why, like, all my friends growing up, except for one or two outliers, there's a reason why I did not flow with the group 100% like they do still today. Like, I have friends that I grew up with.
How long have we been recording?
An hour.
That's it?
Hour and 46.
All right. I think we should call it here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. And then we're going to go and... I brought binoculars, bro. I got some dope-ass...
Some binos?
I have badass, like, nice ones.
We going to go spy on some women or something? Because I know you love infidelity.
I was talking about stargazing, but that works too. Titties. Woo! Like, look at them stars, bro. Can I see my wife from here? Damn it.
We are 15,000 feet.
Babe, open the blinds. I call her, babe, open the blinds.
I got 125x in my binos.
It's like, why open the blinds? I'm like, I'm trying to see if I can see your tits from Arkansas. She's like, what? I was like, you're naturally pale. They'll glow.
The house faces south, Ben.
Wait, that way south?
That's south.
Open your window. I'm like, titties. I'm like, hey. All right, I'll finish what I was saying. I'll just be done with it. All I was trying to say was that low moral people, like you actually put it perfectly, like people who are weak-willed and, low morals, right? Is that what you said, right?
Yeah. So it's my concept with somebody who's an infidelity, who's like a cheating individual, has low morals, low concept of right and wrong, and just in general are normally going to be a bad person.
Yeah. I'm also a true believer of someone that I don't believe in. I read the room no matter what I do. Maybe it's the autistic side of me that always does that shit.
We've talked about that before. It's the empath side.
All I know is that in those environments, I know what's waiting around the corner. Yeah. So I know I will not go there if I'm in a relationship because I know that the narrative with a lot of people that go is that they're seeking something else that I'm not seeking. And I'm not going to put myself into a situation that I shouldn't be in to begin with. So that's where my head's at.
Do you fear that you might be tempted? Is that why?
No, it's more of a respect thing.
For who?
Well, to my partner. I wouldn't want to make them feel that I don't respect them in our relationship. But then also, if the roles were reversed, I wouldn't want that someone to be doing that.
So you don't have trust in your partner to not go and be...
I trust her just fine.
Then why would it
No, she still goes out, and does, and goes out and, sees her friends, stuff like that, goes on have girls' nights and stuff. But she's also like-minded like me.
Okay.
She thinks the same way about it I do.
But you don't think it's okay for other people to go out and do that either?
No, I already said I agree. It's fine, but
Well, I'm very confused about what you're referring to then.
well, you already hit the nail on the head. It's the people who are weak-willed and have low morals.
Well, fuck those people. Don't even worry about
I know,
them.
but that's
Who
the
gives a shit
majority.
about
I know.
them?
I'm saying that's the majority of people, though. That's like the narrative of our culture.
Yeah, fuck
That a lot
those
of people
people. Who
do.
gives a shit about them?
Well, I know. I'm just saying it's sad. That's all. I just think it's bullshit, and I think it's sad that people don't raise their standards and actually have like a balance
I
themselves.
mean, we need ditch diggers.
You made me burp.
we need idiots who are going to be like, yeah, I'll flip pizzas for the rest of my life. So I say
Some
that.
of them are like lawyers and shit.
Yeah, I know. It's not hard to pass the bar if you put time into it.
You said you're talking about raising that standard bar, bro. They passed the bar.
I mean, you can pass the bar if you put in 3 years, 4 years of
Dude
studying
can lawyer
for it.
his ass off.
Doesn't mean you're gonna be a good person.
Facts. All I was the only thing I was saying was that the reason I even brought it up was because what you were saying, like, if it's a bad situation, you leave. A lot of the things I've heard from people who find themselves in a bad situation and it causes a issue in their relationship because they're in a relationship. It's like, well, you knew this going in. Like, you knew you were going into a place that was going to open that door.
Man,
you shouldn't have gone then. Revolves around a lot of other
There's so
elements.
many fucking factors to that statement, Ben, it's buck wild, right? Like, if you have no affection in your relationship and someone shows you affection that is a stranger, yeah, you might be attracted to want to go talk to them. Doesn't mean you're going to go fuck that person.
Well, that's you talking. That's not everyone else I'm talking about.
I understand.
I know you,
Yeah.
so like I understand where you're coming from 100%. So I don't disagree with you. But I understand where the other people.
No. I'm trying to speak on the other people who are the cheaters. So
Don't defend a cheater, bro.
no, I'm not.
Fuck those people.
But if they are living in a relationship where they're not getting any attention, the love is gone. They're stuck in.
Then they need to relieve the relationship.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you're stuck in a bad relationship where you can't leave it, and the only way to leave it is being infidelity. And
It's
infidelity,
2023, bro. People just leave all the time.
Oh, imagine being in an abusive relationship where they're mentally abusive and they say, "You can't leave me. I'm going to kill myself." And they're like,
Let them kill themselves.
Yeah. So you feel bad about it.
Nah.
So you go cheat. And you're like, "Hey, I cheated on somebody else because I actually don't love you."
But that doesn't make they ended up doing the same thing though. Because if they're worried about leaving because the person was going to kill themselves, but they went and cheated to make it leave, well, then the person's still going to go kill himself. All you had to do was say, "Okay, see ya, go kill yourself." Like the end result would still be the same because a lot of people would say that shit. They're all full of shit.
Oh, well, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
More common than not, they
So,
are.
like I said, like what you said earlier, if it's a bad situation, just leave. Like that's the thing. So that's the point I'm making.
So it goes back to bad morals, bad judgment, bad everything.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
to
going
where
out
you
and-
want to
yeah.
leave somebody, but you personally are not strong enough to say, "Hey, I'm done here." Instead, you want to go ruin.
Well, are you
something?
Are you trying to say that that's why people are cheating?
I mean, that's why a lot of people cheat.
No, a lot of people cheat just because they cheat. They think they can have more. Dude, you should watch like a.
No, I mean, I understand that
Yeah.
people do it because they're like, yeah, I can get away with having 6 different partners.
Or they're just weak people and they go and they're like, "Oh, I shouldn't because I really do like this guy or I like this girl or I care about this person, but this guy / girl's really hot, who's at whichever gender's in the role."
Yeah.
Right? And so it's just like they're just weak, pathetic fucking losers. Yeah. And that's a good chunk of them, right? But all I'm saying is this. If you, like, for instance, when Pam goes and hangs out and does girls' night, I trust her. I know for a fact that she is aware. So the moment that she picks up, like, oh, this is turning in a direction I should not be in, I'm out. She'll either call me or she'll just go get in her car and leave, depending on how she got there.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm saying people don't have that. That's what I'm talking about. Making that hard line in the sand. And Pam doesn't really go out and do like that type of hangouts anyways.
I know that you've said that a few times now, that you have to have good morals, good judgment, good person, yada, 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 to be like, okay, this is a bad spot to be in. I need to leave.
I think a lot of my shit. Oh, sorry, you finish the thing.
sometimes you don't leave these situations, and it doesn't necessarily come from a malice standpoint or a hatred toward your spouse, but more sort of friendship aspect. And it's not a cheating scenario as it is two sober-headed individuals are trying to help each other stay sober-headed and stay with their partners. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just like
I think we're on the same page.
We definitely are. I think I don't know. I still don't know really how we got here, but I think cheating and all that stuff is deplorable. If you don't like somebody, you fell out of love. Be a fucking adult, man up to it, say it.
Facts.
That's a huge thing, right?
I think the reason why I have a hard stance when it comes to like having that line, right? Like if like,
oh, you've been cheated on, huh?
Like, well, yeah, I've been cheated on every relationship except for my current one. This is the first relationship I've been in.
The little Benny boy,
happened.
sensitive.
But, dude, I was always nice to him. I'm like, cool. And I just walk away. And then that would make them more mad because I'm not getting mad at them. I'd be like,
some big
cool.
balls. You got to have a bigger dick.
I was like, that's cool. See it. Like, Audi 5000. But, no, I think mine, I know why I have such a hard stance with that, like, moral line is because when I was a kid, like, I watched, like, my mom cheated on my dad when I was little. And I saw what it did. Like to him, and I saw what it did to everything else, and I was just like, oh.
I know I'm an outlier where my parents have been together my entire life. My parents have been together, I think it's going 52 years now.
God damn.
I know I'm the outlier, and they have never cheated or been in infidelity. My father, this is the only woman he's ever been with his entire life. He met her and lost his virginity to her and stayed with her forever.
Whoa, so he was like that kid who got his first car when he was 16 and he kept it.
Yep, that's the same exact shit. Yeah,
that's pretty fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Longevity, dude. I have a lot of questions for him now.
I know.
They're probably inappropriate. He'll never want to talk to me again. That was my same
shit I said whenever I found out. I was like, wait, what? You've never even like considered another woman or like vagina?
He probably just knew she was the one.
I mean, that was it. That was legit. They were like 20 years old, and they met each other, and they're like, "Let's move across the fucking country," and that was it. They were done. That was it.
So they pulled a Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, dude.
Let's going on an adventure.
Straight up dildo Baggins, dude.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's crazy. They'll be here next weekend. Huh? They'll be here next weekend if you end up staying for the week. They'll be here.
I'm not gonna stay. I can't stay for the week, dude. I'm out of here. I'm gonna drive away in my truck and then just park it down the street and come down and run into your studio. I'm gonna hide in like one of the storage cabinets and just knock on.
You don't gotta do that. You can. You're fine.
I wanted to make you think there was a poltergeist in the house.
Oh, fuck you.
I was gonna knock on, and then there is a poltergeist and it's pissed off at me for fucking with him when he's sleeping.
Those woodpeckers are fucking scary enough.
Dude, you're gonna hear a high-pitched scream, and the moment the woodpecker goes off, and you're like, oh shit. It's actually just me freaking out down there in the cupboard. It's knocking back. Like, fuck. Yeah, no, I just have a hard stance. I have a very hard stance.
I can tell.
But also, I've also seen firsthand what it does to like families, like not just my own, like from when I was a kid, but like my other siblings and friends, close friends and stuff. I've seen what happens, what that stuff does. So like, I've always like had a hard stance. Like if I'm in a relationship, no other chick exists. And when I say no other chick exists, obviously chicks exist, but when a girl, I don't give a shit how the common dude on my left and right sees some chick that they think is the hottest thing. She registers as a dude to me because all I like metaphorically see is a little dick swinging between her legs.
I know you and I have had that experience in our day-to-day life, just in general.
Transy.
Huh?
What? Oh, we're talking about metaphorically here.
No, I'm talking. We've gone to like dinner or gone to a bar or whatever. I'm like, hey, she's pretty. Look at her husband or whatever, and you're like, that's not my wife. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's a horrible conversation to have, but well, it's very, very real for me.
I think my wife's the hottest thing. Like no one else registers to me. Like it's just like I think a lot of it. Honestly, some people can say, and it's true, not even some people, I'm aware, and I can say it, that going through what I went through in my life when I was a little kid up till now, I know it probably made me develop emotionally differently. So it like built a wall.
Oh, so you're retarded.
I ate crayons. Don't judge.
Do you think this is how Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce feel?
They're like the ones that drank the fucking
radon. They drank the radon.
They drank the fucking radon, bro. But it didn't kill them because they just sprinkled a little bit into like a Coca-Cola that's already got fucking hydrocolloid or whatever fucking acid in it.
Anyway,
and then it mixed together and it made that toxic bomb.
Well, this is smartly uneducated.
Yeah, I'm retarded. like full blown. Where's my pillow?
Have a good night.
Going in my lap.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.